An honour to serve under your chairmanship, Mr Stringer. Mr Chair, as my honourable friend, the member for Slough, has pointed out on many occasions, it is not anti-Indian to be voicing concerns about the policies of the government of the day, whoever that may be in India. I want to be clear, I stand in complete solidarity with the hundreds of thousands of Indian farmers, as do tens of thousands of my constituents in Ilford South, who understand that the freedom to protest wherever you are and the ability to provide food and welfare for your family is clearly an international human right. This issue has so galvanised the Indian diaspora community, especially those of Punjabi or Sikh background and others who have land links or familial links to farming in India, that tens of thousands have engaged in global protests, including hundreds and hundreds in streets and towns and cities across the UK. Many of my constituents in Ilford South have been horrified to see the way that Sikh farmers, many of which are their family members, have been treated by the Indian government, having water cannons hitting them, tear gas, brute force used against them repeatedly, while peacefully protesting against this so-called Farmers' Bill. Everyone has a fundamental human right to protest peacefully, and the actions of the Indian government cannot go unchecked. In Ilford, we have a hugely diverse community, and they are fully in support of the Indian farmers, with support extending way beyond our large and vocal Sikh community, with posters up in mosques and churches across Ilford at how outraged people are for what's going on in India. I speak regularly to the members of Singh Sabha London East Gurdwara and my constituency, and they've been thankfully leading this campaign, not just here but globally coordinating the effort to shine a light onto what is going on. Like many members here, I signed a letter led by the Honourable Member for Slough to the Prime Minister and Foreign Secretary, urging them to engage properly over this issue. And it's important that the torch of truth is shone onto what is happening. India is one of the greatest democracies in the world, but these actions to use water cannons and police to crush dissent strike me as highly undemocratic. Reports of elderly protesters being beaten and police even vandalising tractors owned by pretty poor farmers who are protesting. India's leaders are not behaving, in my view, in the traditions that have made India such a great democracy. And this is of great concern to thousands of my community in Ilford and millions globally. And given the urgency of this matter, I would call on the Minister to urgently speak to our Prime Minister, that he will speak to Mr Modi and seek assurances that there can be a better way forward, that this is something which is bringing such damage to the reputation of India globally. It's simply not acceptable that our Prime Minister is not prepared, again, to raise this with Prime Minister Modi. Now is not the time for the British government to look the other way. Trade deals and crucial business with India or any other nation should not come before standing up for human rights globally. The world is watching. Bole Lehar Sat Shri Akal, as my constituents say, our local kabaddi club.